And I think I said earlier the tower count was even, but I was smoking at that point, because we do see Sentinel pushing, and tower count will be even now, as we see Scourge gonna lose the tower there. Not choosing to defend, really difficult to defend against a Croblis to push against, but I think the Sentinel lineup is gonna be pushing at the second tower as well. LGD is gonna push the second tower as well, so they're gonna do it for a tower trade. But I think if this tower trade goes on, I think Sentinel would be a little bit behind on the trade, because losing the mid tower is a lot more important than losing the top tower. The mid tower is just so important in terms of map control and whatnot. And let's see if the Sentinel is gonna get a tower deny. No, they are not in position to do so. YYF is gonna pick off the tower kill. Meanwhile, they're gonna push at bottom. I don't think the Scourge could push at this point. They need a backup. We do see Croblis having Vanguard earn and Basilius, so that's a lot of HP and a mana regeneration. I think that's a little bit of overkill in terms of mana regeneration, but that will allow him to use his Kirin Swarm for farm. Keep in mind the Kirin Swarm is a 4-second cooldown. Was it 5? Like some ridiculous cooldown. So having a lot of mana will help him as well in terms of just spamming it. And now we do see LGD just staying in the jungle to farm. I don't think they should do that. I don't think they should do that, because they are more of a pushing oriented team. Maybe they're waiting for the Rasa wards to cool down to mount another push. Keep in mind the hero kills at 18-9. LGD is down at farm. The only thing they're ahead on is towers. But even at the tower count is completely even at this point. So I think LGD is really on the back foot of things. Most of the wards, if you're looking at the mini map, are placed on their side. So they're being defensive as well, and this is not what you want on a kind of a mid-game superiority lineup. As we see Storm initiating on a Kunkka here. Storm BKB is popped there. Kunkka, a lot of HP at this point. He does have 6 pops on his magic wand, and that wasted a lot of mana on the Storm Spirit. That also wasted a BKB charge, which is really crucial. We do see Mecha on the death process. I love this build. I love this build. A lot of people think that, well, a lot of people favor things like Hood and Vanguard on Death Prophet, but I'm in a huge proponent is that if you have a range hero, generally Mecha is superior to Vanguard, especially if you could live the chain stun. And I'm really happy that Croblis picked up the Mecha, because you know, it makes him the hero to focus. It makes him the hero to focus, which more or less is what the Scourge want. Croblis does do a lot of damage through his ultimate, and it looks like we are going to see just that pushing at this mid tower. But I think the primary damage dealer coming in from the Scourge team is going to be coming in from the Storm Spirit. We do see initiation go. Oh my god! YYF missing the boat here. They're going to try to focus down on the Croblis. Robert gets picked off immediately. They're going to focus on the Puck next. Puck is a very agile hero, so shouldn't worry too much. Blink Dagger ultimate coming in from the Earthshaker does no Fisher. I think Fisher was used at this point, but we do see Scourge winning a team fight, which is really kind of odd, but that's more or less because kind of a imperfect chain stun coming in from the Earthshaker, and with that, Scourge is gonna win a team fight, and they're gonna go for the Roshan as well. No Rasa wards to pick up Roshan, but Plague wards do just as much damage. And I think once Kunkka revive, he is gonna teleport top lane to defend that as well. Let's see who is gonna pick up that Aegis. I'm pretty sure it is gonna be the Rasa picking up the Aegis, which allows him to be even more annoying in a team fight. And let's see if the Sentinel is going to come to steal this Aegis. I don't think they can. The Storm does have his BKB though, and 600 mana, so if he does choose the BKB and go in, he could in theory steal the Aegis, but no, they're not going to do that. And no, it looks like Necrolite is going to pick up the Aegis, which also makes sense. Necrolite going for a Planeswalker Cloak and then go back to his Hex, which great choice. Necrolite already extremely tanky. That 1500 HP is very deceiving, because a lot of effective HP is coming from his cloak and from his mecha as well. And if you look at his armor, he's sitting at very high armor, especially 24 minutes into the game. So ZSMJ, 123 creep kills. I think, yeah, he is leading the game in terms of creep kills, and that is extremely impressive. ZSMJ has that uncanny ability of, yes, we're losing in team fights, yes, we're losing in hero kills, and we're losing on the tower counts, but I have that ability to just pull out like 50 extra CS compared to anyone else in the game, which is just really insane. I mean, which, if you think about it, coming from a player that could farm a relic in like 7 minutes or 8 minutes is just insane. Recently, I have seen him to farm like 3,000 gold in like 7 minutes. He did it once again with his alchemist, and I forgot what game it was, but it was a really good game where he just farmed like a relic in 7 minutes, which it was crazy. It was crazy. So ZSMJ is one of those robot farming. I don't even know how he does it. He just like flash farms and then go in the jungle and then flash farm again, and his creep stats just go up like through the roof. He is sitting at 1,400 gold at this point. I gotta assume that is a hex and not a Lincoln Sphere. There's really no reason to go Lincoln Sphere at this point, because you generally want the opponent team to focus on you. Storm Sphere does have his ultimate orb at this point as well. He is going to go for his hex. Silver Cross, a little bit disappointing, going for very standard item. No no Orchid first, no like Dagon first or something like that. I have seen him go Dagon first on Storm as well, so very standard item coming from LGD.sGty. I guess maybe they realize that they're going up against a very world top class team, so they gotta play at their top notch item as well. There's a huge creep wave pushing at the bot lane. First Scourge though, I think Sentinel need to decide what to do. No, they are gonna port back. Storm is gonna get a lot more farm, I think, at this point. Yeah, Storm is going to be their primary carry, because Crobulus, yes, they will do a lot of damage, but Crobulus is going to get focused down, especially if Kunkka could ever hit his Torrent Bolt combo, which I haven't seen so far yet, which is a little bit embarrassing. If you have X, you should not miss your Torrent ship combos, but whatever. Kunkka is going to skip his Vanguard and go for that Lothar's Edge. Yes, this is the support Kunkka item build, because really I don't like Vanguard on Kunkka. Yes, it will allow you to survive a lot longer, but Kunkka, in my honest opinion, is a burst dealing damage hero. His Torrent Bolt is the burst damage, and also the the whatchamacallit, the Tidebringer is, that is the definition of a burst spell. And also, if you just realize that he picked up stats instead of Torrent, yes, support Kunkka all the way, using a Torrent just for the stun time, and actually, allowing yourself to cast more Torrents by having more stats. I love this Kunkka build. I spent a lot of time arguing with Nebula why I believe support Kunkka is better. But let's see whether it plays out in this game though. I think Venomancer is gonna be going for the semi-carry build, which I don't think is bad at all. If Venomancer does pick up an Aga Scepter, his ultimate could do a lot of damage. We do see Venomancer picking up a pipe though, so that's gonna help out a lot in terms of engagement against a lot of AoE nukes coming in from the Sentinel team, and that is gonna be Illusionary Orb. And let's see, ping check. Thank God we don't see like 600 pings. Fairly nice pings coming from both sides. So hopefully we're gonna see a lag-free game for the remainder of this game. Let me do some item progression checks. No new items on the Death Prophet. We do see Puck with the ultimate orb, so that is gonna be another hex. And of course Dagger is completed on the Earthshaker. I'm gonna be on the lookout to see this Earthshaker not farming at all. A lot of mistakes I see pro teams making is that, yes, okay, well, Earthshaker got a really early dagger, like 20-minute dagger, so why don't we give Earthshaker more farm? So he could get an Aga Scepter, and he could get a BLT, and all that stuff. I think any farm going to the Earthshaker after the Blink Dagger is just like complete waste. Earthshaker, in my honest opinion, is a chain stunning hero and not a DPS hero. Yes, the Aga is really cool and it makes him glow in yellow, and that's great and all, but he's a chain stun hero, and getting Aga does not help you improve your chain stunning ability. If you're ever gonna get a luxury item, I think going for Refresher Orb is the best luxury item you could get, because you could chain stun a lot more with Refresher Orb. Looks like we are gonna see a push being mounted at the mid lane. I don't think the Scourge could push at this point, especially considering that they are gonna lose a tower at top if Storm decides to push. Now Storm is gonna be porting back Plague Wards. No, the Rasa Wards. It's cooldown. I don't think they should push though. Necrolite does have the Aegis still. Necrolite does have his Hex finish. My God, how did ZSMJ? Last time I checked, he had a 1400 gold, and that is not even close to finishing his Hex. But now he just have his Hex finished. So this is crazy farm coming from ZSMJ. But I don't think the Sentinel is too worried, because I think they have the better late game lineup, especially with the Kunkka going for more of a supportive Kunkka instead of a carrying Kunkka. Kunkka trying to finish his Lothar's Edge. Maybe they will push once the Lothar's Edge is finished, because that will increase its burst damage by a lot more, by 5-fold to be exact. But we'll see. Sentinel mounting up a push. They do have Crobless. A very interesting item choice to see what Crobless is going to go for next. He does have 1,000 gold. The Crow does not have anything. I think a Hex wouldn't be too bad, but I think Shiva's might be a better choice. Shiva's or Heart would be really good on Crobless. Or maybe Aga Scepter. You can't put it out of I think Crobless has a Aga upgrade, right? I want to say that. But I'm not sure on it. In fact, I'm questioning on myself. Does Crob has a Aga upgrade? I don't know. I want to say no because I never saw it, but we'll see. As I hear people in the live commentary room typing away, they're probably telling me, no, Lumi, he does not have an Aga upgrade. What a noob! You should know this. But unfortunately, I cannot read your messages because I'm in game. As we see, Kunkka is gonna get initiated upon, gets hexed, and he is gonna be dead. Yeah, that Kunkka is dead. I think with this, Scourge is gonna be get pushed on the top lane. Crobless, keep in mind, is a very, very dangerous pushing hero. And with the team fight potentials lost for the Kunkka, keep in mind that they don't have the boat anymore. Meanwhile, on Sentinel, they have the Blink Echo Slam, they have the Exorcism, they have the Blink Dream Coil, but no, they are gonna defend. So Sentinel, feeling the pressure being put up by Scourge, choosing to push, choosing to defend. I want to say that's an opportunity lost, because at that moment in time, they could have fought 4v5. On that tower, and Crobless is one really dangerous hero in terms of fighting 4v5s, being able to do a lot of DPS. Sure, if things went south, they would have lost the top tower, for the level 2 top tower for them. But I think that was a risk. That is a good risk to take, especially when you're considering you're fighting 4v5. Kunkka did not have buyback goal. No, he did not. Yeah, so. I'm not sure why MUFC did not push there. They definitely looked like they have the advantage, especially it was 4v5. Maybe they were a little bit worried about the Aegis on Necrolite, because that's sort of giving him an extra life. But you gotta keep in mind that Aegis respawns you 3 seconds later, and 3 seconds later is just a lot of time for you to pick off that Rasta, pick off the Witch Doctor, and the Venomancer. And which, I mean, especially when you have a Storm, 3 seconds is all you need to isolate and kill a single hero. But with this, we do see the Necrolite pushing at the bottom lane, and Scourge need to do just this. Let's see if they're going to drop the Rasa wards. I don't think they need to drop the Rasa wards. The Rasa, very potent hero at this point. With the Blink BKB, they are going to focus on the Rasa. Rasa is going to get silenced, but he is going to live though. Is he going to get chain stun? Yeah, he is going to get chain stun. So he does. BKB drops his ult before he dies. They do pick up the Earthshaker with the Necrolite ult. I think that's a little bit waste. They are going to focus down on the Necrolite. Huge team fight going on. Wow, Crobless gets nice swap save, but I think he might die to, yeah, he is going to die to Venomancer ult. And I think with this Sentinel is behind at this point. Yeah, well, they did they lost another tower, but I don't think Scourge is in a good position to push. They need to defend top tower. Top tower is deniable. Mid tower is also under heavy fire. I think Kunkka is going to get his Lothar's finish at this point. He is sitting at 1,000 gold. Yes, he does have his Lothar finish, and Witch Doctor is gonna get a tower deny as well. So huge turn of event for LGD. The game was a little bit even, with the Stormsera ganking the Kunkka, but they ganked the Kunkka and they didn't push. They chose to defend, and LGD pushing it